No, this is a web PC is where you want to be.
It's sideways.
So we don't even do overhead anymore. It's
Nope.
web.
Hey guys,
web
I'm
PC,
sorry. I'm
that's
just
it.
doing a little
Okay.
live here in the studio.
And then it-
Don't have a lot of time, but
Hi, y'all. You
Hey,
good?
Steph.
Okay. All right, lady.
that light is
Have a good
right.
show.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you.
All right.
Be a blessing to somebody.
Amen. I received that. So I
I
am.
don't have the book.
Hit that webcam CP button right now.
So we're looking straight ahead, Dana.
Come down. When you say down, you mean in? Down my seat? Okay. Now is that too low?
You got it?
That's too low. In. And I start with my web PC.
Equal hope. I'm loving it. Oh, there we are. 2 seconds and down. Right on the nose.
Hit the web PC.
Let it be on commercial, right? Good. Really nice, is it? I can talk about it to the commercial also. No?
Ready? Here we go. And welcome to the show. How you doing? Did you love that PSA? How informative. How informative. Well, welcome to the show. I'm Dana Devine, and thanks for tuning in this evening. I'll be your host for the next half hour, guiding you through this conversation. After 10 years of proven success in reducing breast cancer mortality rates for African American women right here in Chicago, and after 10 years of providing free mammograms for uninsured and underinsured women in Chicago, and after navigating thousands of women to resources they need and deserve, we've rebranded and changed our name to Equal Hope. Yay! And we're expanding our mission to raise awareness about cervical cancer in Chicago. Did you know that cervical cancer is almost 100% preventable? And so we've pledged to eradicate cervical cancer in Chicago in the next 10 years. So we would love for you to join us so that we can become the first city to eradicate cervical cancer. And it's a big old chunk to bite into, but I think we can do it. So join our new initiative. You can visit our website at equalhope.org. And then there you go. At equalhope.org, you can find out about free mammograms, free cervical screenings. With same mission. New name, same mission. Same great care, same great services. Latina Navigation Team. We're equal because we're committed to connecting everyone with the best possible health care. That's equal. And we have great hope because we believe everyone deserves hope for the future, especially when they're confronted with a difficult illness. So we believe in navigating to breast cancer screenings, and we're going to take you from A to Z here. We have services offered in English and in Spanish for our Latina sisters. We don't care. We don't ask too many questions except, have you had a mammogram in the last year? Are you over 40? Don't have insurance? These are a few questions we may ask. And if you say, no, or yes, then give us a call. We'll be glad to help you, all right? Thanks for tuning in this evening. We are celebrating Black History Month. And I have a quote from Viola Davis. That's right. Remember Viola Davis? It's a powerful speech that she gave for her historic Emmy. And the quote is, "The only thing that separates women of color from everyone else is opportunity." So, ladies, remember, the key to surviving any illness is early detection. It's not just a cute slogan. Early detection saves lives. We're moving from awareness to action. No more excuses. Don't deny, verify. Okay, equalhope.org. So, if you need a breast screening, 312-942-3368. If you want to join this conversation, you can. If you just want to chime in and we really hit home, or you want to ask a pertinent question, call in 312-738-1060. 312-738-1060. So today, you get to meet another Shero. A Shero is a survivor, someone who knows what it means to hustle through. A Shero. Well, today's Shero is an American author. She's a vocalist, a songwriter, a philanthropist. I mean, she's giving money away. And she has a story to tell. She has a secret to tell, and she's going to raise some eyebrows. You know, I love that every guest has a different perspective, but they have one crystal clear message, which is early detection saves lives, period. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Let's please welcome Butterfly Tracy Butterfly Tracy. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you today?
I'm great. You look fabulous.
Thank you.
How many years surviving?
10 whole years. 10 years, guys.
A decade.
Yes.
Feel good, look good, feel good.
God is good all the time.
God is good all the time. So Tracy, I honestly believe the most important thing that may come out of your mouth ever is your testimony, because that you never know how testimony might change your life. So please share with us so that I know your story.
Well, my name is Tracy. I am an author. I'm a mother, a singer, songwriter, and philanthropist. And I am honored to be here on the show today with Miss Dana Devine.
Glad to have you.
And just to share a little bit of my story. I felt that my story was important to tell because I have a lot to tell. And uniquely, my story is a little bit different than a lot of other stories. Not one that I'm really that proud of, but I know it needs to be told because I'm not the only one. And I just want the sisters out there to know that they are not the only ones as well. I had a secret.
And most of us do.
And so, whereas I knew I had that secret, it was a surmountable amount of time that I knew I had that secret before I actually took action and did anything about it. I really feel that I'm a miracle.
Mm-mm. So let me just see if I could bust your secret out for everybody in Chicago. Would that secret be that you had breast cancer?
No.
No. I'm wrong.
So the secret actually was that I knew that I had a lump in my breast that may or may not have been malignant. And I had that lump for quite some time before I ever took action.
So I understand what you're saying. So
yes,
somebody watching right now may be holding that very same secret.
Yes. Meaning
that you may be watching and have noticed the lump yourself in the last, how long did you notice that lump, Tracy?
I believe, Dana, it was such a enormous amount of time. I believe it was over 2 years. I don't know how much longer than 2 years, but it was at least 2 years, yeah.
Okay. Well, when I first heard you say enormous, I actually thought it was longer than that. So 2 years, that's about an average scare time where people may be scared into inaction.
Yeah.
I think 2 years. 2 years is a fair time to. Okay. So anyway. 2 years.
To me, I didn't know that because I didn't know a lot of women with breast cancer.
Right.
And in my experience, when I did finally find out what was going on with me and was diagnosed with the breast cancer, most of the ladies that I had come into the circle of were the type of women that either if they were telling the truth, they, right away, they discovered the lump, they went right away, had it taken care of. And I didn't hear a lot of stories about women saying that they had found a lump and waited, a long period of time. Everybody was like, in my circle, proactive. And so I kind of felt a little shame you know.
Yes, and okay, go ahead. I mean, I understand that only because in the end, after most of the times when you do cover up secrets, it is because some type of shame. That's why it's a secret.
Shame. It's fear, shame.
Fear.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good. So I get that, but like I said, 2 years is long, but I think that might even be a fair amount of time that people ignore stuff. Okay, so let's just move on.
And so, and again, I believe that, and so, acknowledging what I went through and actually being able to openly say it, I know that there are probably a lot of women, a lot of you that are listening today that are out there that does have the secret. Now, beyond that point of having the secret, I feel that I'm a living miracle to be here because I oftentimes say I possibly could have avoided chemotherapy or radiation. I don't know that for sure, but I know that early detection does save lives.
So you said you didn't really have any cancer or any example prior to your experience, but I guess I'm asking, according to the book that I read, there was an example of somebody who had been experiencing breast cancer into your life before you were diagnosed.
Well, I didn't say that I didn't have any experience, anyone having gone through or going through breast cancer. I said that my circle of women that I became involved with after I had discovered that I had the breast cancer and was going through treatment were the type of women that were like proactive, went right away. So I hadn't heard any stories of women that saying they had waited 2 years, had discovered a lump, and then waited 2 years to go say anything about it. But yes, I did have someone that was very close to me that actually passed away of breast cancer shortly before I was diagnosed.
So do you want to tell them that?
Well, yes. So I was grateful that I actually was able to share that information with the individual, and that's what helped me to actually become accountable for, and be responsible for my health, because I did let the secret out. And so now that the secret is out, I got to do something about it, Right. And so it helped me. And she passed away in April.
So she had a friend who had been diagnosed with breast cancer. And she passed away in April.
She passed away in April, and I was diagnosed in June. Yes. And her words, when I did tell her about the lump, her words to me were, Tracy, please go and see about it because it is not a joke. And so I think by the grace of God, her words really helped to save my life, because that's what I could hear in my head.
So to complete the story, this is a young friend of Tracy's, a young friend that she's known for a long time.
Yes.
Who had been diagnosed.
Yes.
And was dying, in fact,
Yes.
from breast cancer. And while you have been friends and visiting for, how long had she been going through treatment?
She had gone through for about 2 years.
So for 2 years you watched this person close to you, the demise.
Actually, I didn't watch her. We spoke on the phone. She was in California at the time when she was diagnosed and going through all of her treatment. It wasn't until her last few months of life that when it came to the point where
let's see, there we go. Being self-breast aware, first method of being of early detection, being self-breast aware, knowing your body and what is normal for you.
Yes.
2, go to your primary care physician, obtain your annual clinical breast examination. That's like kind of your routine. Go to the doctor every year and get your annual screening mammogram, especially if you're over 40.
Yes.
Okay, and you had done self-breast aware. That means you have felt the lump.
I found the lump myself.
You
yes.
felt the lump.
Yes.
And you took a deep breath and said, it's nothing. I don't think it's anything, because the rest of your body feels fine.
Right.
So
exactly.
you are, because there's no symptoms.
Right.
So it's easy to ignore. Well, okay. And it's easy 1 month, you're good, and you really don't check a couple months. Had you been to the doctor, going to your primary care physician, did you have an annual clinical breast exam?
No.
So that wasn't the second person. This is where you line it up. This is why you do it. because just in case
Right.
you decide to rationalize it away, your professional primary care physician, hopefully,
Yes.
would have examined you and said, this doesn't feel right. So that's your second barrier to cancer. Third, get your annual screening mammogram, and that's definitely pertinent after 40. And back to, if you are over 40 and you have not had your annual mammogram because you are uninsured or underinsured, then you can give us a call. 312-942-3368. So, Tracy.
Yes.
All right. So you heard that, and I agree with you, Tracy. I think a very important message here right now is that Tracy is telling you that she had a secret or something she kept to herself. She had a lump that she did not investigate for upwards of 2 years. That's what she can think could have been longer. But she did have, ultimately, she went to the doctor.
Yes.
And for something else.
Yes. Actually, I had fallen and broken my ankle. And after going through all of my therapy and all that wonderful stuff, I decided that this was the perfect time. It was like I was prompted, like God himself prompted me to ask the orthopedic surgeon to give me a referral for to get my breast examined. And he asked me why, and I was honest. I said because I found a lump in my breast, and immediately the surgeon got on the phone and made arrangements for me to go in and get a mammogram, and that's where my journey actually began.
Mm-hmm.
And so as a result, it was malignant. Not only was there one nodule, there were actually 3 nodules, 2 of them which were malignancies. Now, I don't know for sure, and I always say this when we talk about early detection save lives.
Mm-hmm.
Had I gone earlier, it's possible that I would have been able to avoid chemotherapy and radiation, because I was a stage 2, which meant that it had spread into my lymph nodes.
Mm-hmm.
And, so I don't know, but I'm just grateful that I'm here today to be able to share this story with you so that you can be proactive with your health.
Absolutely. But I would like to agree that probably moving sooner would have, that's the deal. If you wait over time, then your treatment options change.
Exactly.
If you wait longer and you're in a different stage, well, you have a different protocol for treatment.
Yes.
Yes. And that's important, so there again, you had a very wonderful saying in your book. And, Tracy has a book signing, and if you want to find out more about this author and this book, make sure you go by equalhope.org, find out more about Tracy Kincaid. But she says in her book, early dissection saves lives is not a cute little slogan.
Not at all. It's real.
It is not a cute slogan that we've made up with 1, 2, 3 early detection, say 4 little words that we're sharing.
Exactly.
It's not a cute slogan. Early detection saves lives. And if you don't have the resources that you need, and you're feeling some type of way, and you've been feeling it for, don't let it be over 2 years.
Over 2 years.
Don't
let it be over 2 weeks.
Yeah. Then you make sure you give us a call. equalhope.org. We're at 300 South Ashland, Suite 202. If you want to come on over there, 312-942-3368, or you can visit us at equalhope.org. And we have a team waiting to help you right now. So if you are feeling any way, and as I mentioned, we are now into the cervical cancer realm, and we're going to eradicate that horrible disease right here in Chicago over the next decade, and we would love for you to support us on that mission. So Tracy, there's a new normal for you. So you went through, you had a mastectomy?
Yes.
Single, double?
I'm sorry, no, I had a lumpectomy.
You had a lumpectomy.
Lumpectomy.
I thought fast. So you had a lumpectomy?
Yes.
And went through radiation?
Yes. Chemotherapy, 8 rounds of chemotherapy.
Okay. Did you lose your hair?
Every ounce of it.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it comes back, see that? So, I think a lot of folks are scared about chemotherapy. What would you say to that? About the people are electing, I know even at work, I see women who are really reluctant to have chemotherapy. What would you say to that?
Personally, for myself, I'm glad that I had it. I wouldn't say that I would want to do it again, but I'm glad that I did for the sake of my family, and just to see if I could have an extended life
So
beyond being diagnosed.
You would say do it.
I would say yes. I would say
You know,
do it. I would say do it.
I know it's all.
At least you
personal
would
choice.
know. It's a personal choice, exactly. And it just depends on everybody has their own makeup. Everybody is individually unique, and so it is not the same for everybody. And so I couldn't tell someone to have it or not to have it. It's a personal choice.
It is a personal choice. However, Western medicine has come a long way,
Yes.
and fortunately, somebody suggested to me to follow the protocol for your doctor. And fortunately, hopefully, you find a doctor that you trust and believe in their skill set and their recommendations, because that definitely helps. And so I was able to follow the recommendation without too many questions.
Yes.
Because if you don't, if you think the doctor don't really care about you, you would be reluctant to, follow your plan. If every time I come to you, you rushing me, and you never really ask me questions. So.
But then you have to listen to your body as well, and some things will work for you, and some things won't. And so you have the right. Just because you started something doesn't mean you have to finish it. So it just depends on, you.
Well, let me ask you about chemotherapy. Well, right. What were how did it affect you? I mean, what were the reasons why you would say no? I mean, besides you feel sick, but I mean.
I really didn't feel sick. What I felt was torment in my body. I could feel the chemo killing my good cells as well as my bad cells. I could feel that, and it was painful for me. The sick part, I was never even nauseated like some women get. I didn't experience that, but it was just a horrific experience for me. There were days and nights that I just didn't think I didn't feel like I would make it. I knew I would, but I didn't feel like I would. And but I made it through.
No test, no testimony.
It was a test. That's the truth.
It was no testimonies. Well, you know what, Tracy? Got a new normal.
New normal.
There's
yes.
a new normal for both of us. And
Yes.
what's your new normal?
So my new normal is just to wake up every day. Thank God for blessing me to be able to make a difference in the world. The new normal is to accept what it is now, and not to look back at what was.
And you have the nonprofit organization that
Yes.
you started.
Yes.
And tell us about that.
Our non-for-profit organization is a community-based organization. Our mission is undertaking the human needs of individuals in underserved communities.
Mm-hmm.
And our primary focus are our youth, our at-risk youth, and we service children all over the city of Chicago, primarily on the west side of Chicago in the West Haven neighborhood. We've been able to sponsor children in programs, STEM program. We've also been able to do back-to-school programs where we serviced over 300 families, and so we're just excited about that.
Hey, you know what? Let God use you, because that's a good way for Him to keep you here on this earth. So I applaud that. I say, hey, God using you, He's gonna keep you around for a while. So let yourself be used, however you can, because I really think that's an important part of the healing process.
It is.
So, somebody told me that once. Yeah, okay, yeah. God will keep using you. That's why, you keep doing stuff, because that means God is using you, and you have to stay alive to be used.
Exactly. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Lay it up. So
Well,
grateful.
thank you so much, Tracy. I appreciate your testimony, and I promise you, if there's anyone out there who is walking around with a little secret because you have felt a lump and you are ignoring it, stop today. Today is your last day to do that. And get on the phone if you don't have insurance, and give us a call, 312-942-3368 or equalhope.org. If you haven't had a pap smear and you're over 35 or 21, if you haven't had a pap smear in a few years, give us a call. We can help you with that too. Yeah, we're here to help all women in Chicago who are underserved, unsure. That's what we do, Equal Hope. And we have equal hope for all of y'all. So make sure that if this message isn't for you, that you pass it on to your sister or auntie or your mother or your grandmother. And that's what I have to say about it. Tracy, you want to give one more word before we get out of here?
Yes, I just want to encourage you all to not to give up, not to give up on your goals, that God's got you. And I just want to share with you that I am actually a recipient of Equal Hope, and I'm just grateful for the organization. So I know from firsthand experience what this organization can do for you, and that is to relieve you of the burden and the stress that comes with so many doubts and fears that we have because we don't have the adequate types of insurance or financial
We are here
stability. So they're here to support you. So guys, take them up on that because they will move on your behalf. I am a witness, and I am not too proud to say it.
Woo! We want to thank Equal Hope right now for making this possible. Yes. Our producer, Donna Lynn Schaefer. Our music director, Maurice Joshua. Grammy winner, Maurice Joshua. We want to thank Can TV. They are fabulous, and an opportunity for the community to get involved and find out community information. Thank you, our guest, Tracy Kincaid. And until we meet again, may the rest of this day be the best of this day. Hallelujah. God bless you.
That was fun.
Yeah, quick. So fast.
Got somebody else coming?
Yeah.
Good job, ladies.
Here,
How was that?
Excellent job. Look. Hi, guys. Good job, right? Hey.
On the green wall.
You got people watching you.
Hey guys, thank you guys for tuning in. I am so sorry that I couldn't get the full view, but it will be up. I'll have it up in a couple of days, guys.
Couple of days. I'll send it over to Tracy, and she will upload it.
That is our producer, Donna Lynn. Say hello, everybody.
Thanks
for tuning in, guys. Thank you, guys. And we'll get it up. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Has she been on the show?
Yes.
All right, guys. I'm gonna get off of here and
it's
thank
your
you
turn again, Lady Rochelle.
Oh, Lady Rochelle, you being called out, girl.
Come on, Tracy, over here.